What's up, viewers? Today is one of those very late started vlogs that's gonna have maybe 2 or 3 check-ins throughout the day because it's been a very busy day. It's been a very long day. I'm also very exhausted, which explains why I can't actually articulate what I'm saying right now. Let me warm up my mouth real quick so I can actually speak. Set this up as a tripod and then try this again. One sec. Alright, let's try this again. Now my hands are free. I can actually speak to you guys without having to move around and look weird. And also my mouth is a little bit more warmed up and I think it'll probably start articulating words a little bit better as we go along. I unfortunately can't waste too much time sitting around trying to warm myself up, so let's get right into it. So today, I woke up, I went to all of my classes, which all finished up at 4 p.m. I then went and met with a friend of mine at 5 p.m. like I told you guys yesterday to help me out with this homework. That is now complete, so, well, the helping part. It's currently 7:40 p.m., so we spent about 2.5 hours together. I just got back to my room. I think I pretty much know how to do this problem now. Now what I need to do is write it up. However, I'm very exhausted from all day in class, and I'm pretty sick and tired of this problem set because I was working on it all night yesterday and for 2 hours today. So I'm going to actually move on to some other stuff, namely my math project, and then get back to this shortly after midnight and actually type this up. It shouldn't take any longer than 2 hours to type up, so I will hopefully be able to go to bed by about 3. But currently I'm very tired of theory, so I'm just going to move on to math. Now, yesterday somebody in the comments asked, and again I apologize for not being able to reply to people's comments, but yesterday somebody asked what this whole deal about late days is. Like, why is, if the deadline was today at 2:30, why am I allowed to, submit it tomorrow at 2:30 instead? I don't know if this is a common thing around universities. I think it is around liberal arts colleges, like the one I go to. Maybe it's a little bit different with technical schools. I don't know. But it's like a fairly common practice. It's completely arbitrary up to the class. It's not like a school policy. So certain classes have late hours. So you have a pool of, say, like 100 hours the entire semester, and every hour past the deadline kind of saps from this pool. And then as soon as the pool is over, any submission past that is either like fail or you start losing your grade. And at some point you run out of hours and grades, and then at that point, like, it's, straight up 0 on the assignment. Some other classes are very savage. They're just like, you know what, if you don't make this deadline, like, flat 0, no comebacks, like GG, you're donezo. No late days, no late hours, nothing. So it's completely up to the professor, completely up to the instructor, but I think it's a fairly common practice in probably about 3/4 of my classes, maybe even like 5/6 of my classes. In my college career, I have had late hours or late days or some kind of late policy, maybe even extensions or whatever. And the idea is that, as a college student, you have a lot going on, and they're trying to give you the flexibility of being able to, take a couple days here and there. That was awkward. I just ran out of space on my phone while I was recording that, and I had to drop off some files onto my computer. I've been recording my lectures lately, which take up hours of space, well, hour and a half on my phone, which pretty much tanks the entire thing. Anyway, as I was saying, for example, when I'm going on this like week-long trip, right, 9 days, like I shouldn't be doing this, obviously, like I'm technically not supposed to leave school for a whole week, but I'm doing it anyway, and when I get back, I'm going to have a ton of work to do, and fortunately, because I have these late days, I am able to extend certain deadlines that would otherwise have slapped me right in the face and made me fail school by a couple of days to kind of make up for that. And, once you run out of the late days, then obviously that's it, right? Once I run out of the 5 late days that I'm given overall for the semester, I can't submit any later than that, like all the rest of the assignments are going to be 0. So it is kind of a hard deadline kind of deal. They just give you a bit of a flexibility kind of thing. So I don't know. I don't know if it's common across other schools, but that's what it is for us. Tomorrow I'm meeting up with somebody at 11 o'clock to start working on this math project with that person. I'm working until the very evening, and then in the evening I am getting ready for bed and to peace out on Saturday morning to my trip. So that's that for this check-in. I'm sorry that it was so long, but this is the only check-in of the entire vlog. The next one is going to be the farewell one once I finish this math stuff at midnight. So I will see you guys then. Alright, my friends, let me fill you in really quickly on what's been going on. It is currently 3:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm nearly done with my write-up here. Should probably be done in the next half hour. I just wanted to check in and wrap up this vlog before it got too late, because I like to release these, the night before instead of the morning of the next day. Or I guess the night of the previous day instead of the morning of the next day. Anyway, yeah, so I've been just working away at this. I did a little bit of math, but instead of focusing on it until midnight like I said I would, I instead went and slept for like 3 hours, which was very good because now I'm actually awake as I'm writing this write-up here. Math stuff is going to go okay. I am going to wrap this up very soon, like I said, in about 30 minutes. Probably go to sleep. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. I have to go get some papers signed, and then I'm meeting up with the person at 11:30 for math, and then working on the math project all day. After which I'm going to come back, do my laundry, pack stuff up, and get ready for my trip that is starting on Saturday morning. So that's it for me. It's been a decently successful day, although this write-up here is taking a really long time and is very complex and might actually take more than this half hour, but that's quite alright. Thank you very much for watching and bearing with me. Tomorrow I will let you guys know what the plan is for vlogs for the coming week, because I'm not going to have Wi-Fi when I'm on my trip, so I'm going to have to figure something out there. So I'll tell you guys all about that tomorrow. Question of the day today will be, what is your favorite type of clothing to wear? I personally like wearing hoodies with the hoods on. I don't know why, it makes me feel a little bit shady and like focused. It, you know, I'm like a horse. it takes away the little side views here, so I'm a little bit more focused on what it is that I'm doing. And you know, when the hood comes on, that's when you know stuff is getting serious, okay? Because that means I want to block out most of the world, and I want to just sit down and focus, and it makes me feel pretty badass as well. So yeah, that's my long answer to my own question of the day. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you guys are having a great week and are excited for the upcoming weekend. And as always, I will see you all tomorrow.